Hello students, I am Harsh Rastogi, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmacy, Ramesh Institute of Vocational and Technical Education, Greater Noida. The institution is affiliated to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, and here I am going to take some of the part of different acts which we are studying under the pharmaceutical jurisprudence, which is having a subject code of BP 505T. So, before starting our act or Drug and Magic Remedies Act, that is the part 1 of this subject. So, we should be understanding, we should have an understanding about our subject, that is called pharmaceutical jurisprudence. So, what is pharmaceutical jurisprudence? Basically, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, if we divide it into the two parts, so there are two words, that is pharmaceutical as well as jurisprudence. So, if we talk only about the jurisprudence is defined as the theory of law or the study of the philosophy of the laws. Okay, laws, rules and regulations, different we come to know about the different codes of ethics as well as different set of rules and regulations which we need to follow. But here with the jurisprudence we are studying about the pharmaceuticals also, so that subject become a particular, that is known as pharmaceutical jurisprudence. So, once we study about the rules and regulations or the theory of the laws or the philosophy of the different kind of laws which is related to the rules and regulations, terms and conditions, schedules, sections for use for the preparation of the pharmaceutical products as well as to import or export about the pharmaceutical products, here we need to study the jurisprudence. So, this is the act which is going to cover in this lecture, that is Drug and Magic Remedies Act. In the part 1, we will be able to understand about what is the drug, what is magic remedies, and here a introduction will be explained. So, under the content of this lecture, after the completion of this lecture, you will be able to understand about different objectives, that why this act was passed, when does the Drug and Magic Remedies Act was passed, and how does this act was passed, and what was the basic need of passing this act or the rules. Then in the objective part, you will be coming to know about the history of the act, that why it has been enacted or why it has been passed. Another part is introduction and the definitions. So, Drug and Magic Remedies Act हो या किसी भी टाइप का एक्ट हो, तो before studying into the different act, before getting involving into any kind of act, we should know the different terminologies which we will be using again and again when we used to study a act. So, when you will be going to study Drug and Magic Remedies Act, you should know the basic term, what is drug, what is magic remedies. So, these are the certain terminologies which we will be understanding in this lecture, and hope that after the completion of this lecture you will be come to know that why does this Drug and Magic Remedies Act has been passed, when it has been passed, how and why this act was passed, as well as the different definitions. So, before starting this slide or before starting explanation of this slide, we should understand a theory or we should understand a story which is which falls behind this slide, that is the Drug and Magic Remedies. It's a very interesting word, magic remedies. So, as we know that Jadoo Tona, as we know that the black magics, as we know there are different kind of superstitions or the superstitious powers. So, there are so many kind of the people who used to spread these kind of superstitions, superstitious powers, or they used to control over the people by using that kind of different black magics, or they give the assurity to the patients or the person who is in problem कि with the help of this black magic, with the help of this magic remedies, with the help of this superstitious powers, the person will get cured properly, the person will get treated properly. So these are all the false claims, and it was rapidly increasing in the country that with the help of black magics and all, the person used to get affected or attracted towards the superstitious powers or the black magic type of things. So to control over these kind of things, so this was the story which was false behind the objective of Drug and Magic Remedies Act. तो बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज एक्ट का? टू कंट्रोल द एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स रिलेटेड टू दी those kind of the drugs, those kind of the things which possess any magic qualities. Okay, and another objective was to, there are so many kind of diseases, major diseases, minor diseases, acute, chronic, and every disease should not get cured under our home. It must be cured under the supervision of doctors. It must be supervised under any registered medical practitioner. There are so many critical diseases like cancer, gangrene, etc. So these are all the diseases which could not get be treated by our own. So we need the supervision of registered medical practitioners. But what happened in the past duration, there are, so for these kind of major diseases also the advertisements were take place, like any kind of label, notice, wrappers, or any kind of oral advertisement used to provide to the patient that with the help of this drug your cancer get treated. So these are the major diseases, these are the chronic diseases. यदि हम without any supervision of registered medical practitioner, if we used to take any medication, then it may harm to us also. It may cause toxicological effects also, because you belongs to the pharmacy and you know about the pharmacological actions, therapeutic actions, toxicological actions. So once any kind of the drug get administered into the body, it may cause toxicological effects also if we have not taken under the supervision of registered medical practitioner. So to control over the advertisements of the drugs in certain cases, what I have told, like major diseases or any kind of acute or chronic disease, as well to prohibit the advertisement for the certain purpose of remedies which possess magic qualities which provide matter connected therewith. There are so many kind of tantras, mantras, talismans, as well tabiz and all the people or the saints used to give to the patient, that with the tie this thread or tie this type of tantras with you on your body, then the disease could get cured. But these are all the false claims, and to remove that or to control over these kind of things, this Drug and Magic Remedies has been passed. So जब भी कोई एक्ट पास होता है तो उससे पहले हम उसको एज अ बिल रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. तो वॉट एवर द पार्लियामेंट इज देयर, तो इन द पार्लियामेंट देयर आर 2 सेशंस, लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा. इन दैट सेशंस, वंस द आइडिया टू कंट्रोल एनी काइंड ऑफ थिंग, वी यूज टू पास द एक्ट. बट उस एक्ट को प्रिपेयर करने से पहले या उस एक्ट को पास करने से पहले, दैट called as a bill. So that bill has been passed into the Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha in the parliament. As well, this act, Drug and Magic Remedies Bill, was converted into the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, and it has been passed in 1954. And almost all the rules and regulations has been assembled. What is an act? Act क्या है? What is act? It is a assembled kind of rules and regulations where we have a set of rules and regulations related to the particular thing, related to the particular thing which we need to control with the help of that act. So Drug and Magic Remedies Act के अंदर जितने भी rules and regulations हैं, that has been prepared and has been passed on April 1st, 1955 in overall the India except Jammu and Kashmir. So with the help of this slide, you may have understood about the Drug and Magic Remedies Act. You may have clearly known about the different kind of drug and magic remedies, why this act has been passed, what is the need of this act. And you may have understood about the objectives. As well, in the another slide, we will be going to discuss about the different definitions which we will be using in the another part of this lecture. This is the first part which we are covering in the introduction. As well, once we will move with the act, we will be understanding about the actual what are the different kind of advertisements has been prohibited under this act, etc. So there are some terms which you should know before starting this act. Under the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, advertisement is defined. After advertisement, magic remedy has been defined according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act. As well, drug definition has been given according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954, as well registered medical practitioner. So one by one we will be understanding about these definitions. So basically हम अगर यहाँ से अभी थोड़ी देर एक्ट के लिए भूल जाएं तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट क्या है, व्हाट इज़ एन एडवर्टाइजमेंट? बिकॉज दिस एक्ट हैज़ बीन पास्ड इन 1954 एंड 1954 में सोशल मीडियाज़ और इन सब का इतना यूज़ नहीं था, तो दे हैव रिटन अ सिंपल डेफिनीशन कि advertisement according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954, advertisement can be called as any notice, circular, label, wrapper or any other document or any other announcement which used to made orally or by means of producing or transmitting light, sound or smoke. When that much the people were not involved in that much social medias and all, they were not connected with the internets. तो पहले टाइम में क्या होता था, डिफरेंट पैम्पलेट्स, नोटिसेस, सर्कुलर्स जो है वो जारी किए जाते थे, है ना, रिलेटेड टू एनी काइंड ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट और द डिजीजेज. कोई नए डॉक्टर्स आते हैं होम टाउन्स में या विलेजेस में तो उनके बारे में अनाउंसमेंट्स किए जाते थे. तो बट नाउअडेज क्या है, अब बिकॉज ऑफ द सोशल मीडिया एंड द रैपिड यूज ऑफ दिस इंटरनेट, so these are the things get advertised on the televisions, it has been advertised on the internets, है ना. तो before starting the videos, as we used to see on the YouTube, before starting videos there will be 2 advertisements, then in the mid of that, what is that? It is an advertisement. And what is advertisement? If in the basic term, if you are directly or indirectly telling or introducing something about to the पब्लिक, दैट इज़ नोन एज एडवर्टाइजमेंट. यदि आप किसी को, पब्लिक को किसी चीज़ के बारे में, किसी पर्टिकुलर सब्सटेंस के बारे में या किसी भी तरह की कोई भी थिंग और द सब्सटेंस के बारे में आप किसी को इंट्रोड्यूस कराते हो, तो दैट इज़ व्हाट, दैट इज़ एडवर्टाइजमेंट. सिंपल, इफ़ यू यूज़ एनी बॉडी लोशन, ओके, अब हम जब बॉडी लोशन यूज़ करते हैं भाई, द पीपल यूज टू आस्क विच कंपनी बॉडी लोशन यू आर यूजिंग, यू यूज टू से लैक्मे, ठीक. तो दैट इज़ व्हाट, दैट इज़ अ इनडायरेक्ट और डायरेक्ट एडवर्टाइजमेंट. तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट क्या है, जब भी आप किसी को किसी चीज़ के बारे में अवेयर करते हैं तो दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग इज़ कॉल्ड एज एडवर्टाइजमेंट. एंड यहाँ पे अकॉर्डिंग टू ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज़ एक्ट, एडवर्टाइजमेंट को इस एक्ट के तहत कुछ इसी तरह से डिफाइन किया गया है, जैसे कि अकॉर्डिंग टू ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज़ एक्ट 1954, एडवर्टाइजमेंट इंक्लूड्स एनी नोटिस, सर्कुलर, लेबल, रैपर or any other document or any other announcement made orally or by any means of producing or transmitting light, sound or smoke. Then another definition is magic remedies. This is a very interesting part of this act, magic remedies. What is magic remedies? As we used to see that sometimes many kind of the scents or many kind of the people used to spread some superstitious powers that if you will do like this kind of thing, then the problem will get solved. If you will use this kind of ash, है ना, भभूतीज जिसको हम बोलते हैं, अगर आप उनको यूज़ करोगे तो this disease could get cure, है ना. तो these kind of practices used to follow and these were spreading. So that's why to control over these all the kind of magic remedies or the black magics, this act has been passed. So magic remedy को कैसे define किया है इस act में, तो according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954, magic remedy can be defined as a talisman, mantra, kavacha, vibhutis and different tabiz or any other charm or any kind which is alleged to possess miraculous powers for or in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment or prevention of any disease in human being, or mitigation, treatment, diagnosis, cure of any disease in animals which could affect or influence the biological system or the structure or any organic function of the body of human being or animal is known as magic remedy. तो magic remedy क्या है? तो magic remedy are the substances like talisman, mantras, kavacha, विभूतिज, डिफरेंट एशेज जिनको हम बोलते हैं, है ना, एंड एनी काइंड ऑफ द चार्म जो कि ये फॉल्सली क्लेम करे कि दिस काइंड ऑफ सब्सटेंस इफ़ यू विल यूज़, यदि आप इस ताबीज़ को पहनोगे, यदि आप कोई मंत्र और तंत्र का उच्चारण करोगे तो आपकी सारी बीमारियां सही हो जाएंगी, ये फॉल्स क्लेम्स हैं. एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ ऑल द थिंग्स कम्स अंडर द मैजिक रेमेडी. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू द ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज एक्ट, the magic remedies has been defined like that. Then another term is drug. In the basic term, what is a drug? It is a chemical moiety which causes pharmacological action, which create the pharmacological action. Okay, so according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, drug is defined in three ways. What are that three ways? Number one, drug is defined as a medicine which is used for the internal or external use of human beings or animals. Means a particular chemical moiety which can create any pharmacological action, therapeutic action, or it may cause toxicological action if you have taken the drug without the supervision of registered medical practitioner. As well, a drug ko, according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, a drug can also be defined as any substance intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment or prevention of disease in human being or animals. And in the third way, a drug is defined as any article other than food which is intended to affect or influence in any way the structure or any organic function of the body of human being or animals. Is all about the drug, is all the definitions of the drug according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. Then another definition which we will be studying here is registered medical practitioner. As I was reciting so many times that under the supervision of registered medical practitioner, under the guidance of registered medical practitioners. So what is a registered medical practitioner? According to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, registered medical practitioner को define किया गया है दो ways में. There are two ways in which the registered medical practitioner has been defined under the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. But in the simple terms, before involving into the act's definition, in the simple term, who is a registered medical practitioner? A doctor, है ना, a particular doctor who has been registered under Medical Council of India, who are having their own registration numbers. So that particular person is known as registered medical practitioner, जिसके supervision के अंदर हमें अपने diseases का treatment कराना है. So what is a registered medical practitioner? According to Drug and Magic Remedies Act, it is a person who holds a qualification which is granted by an authority specified in or notified under section 3rd of the Indian Medical Degree. ठीक, it is a section, means under the Indian Medical Council Act. So we are studying about the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, but Drug and Magic Remedies Act के अंदर registered medical practitioner कहाँ से आया, ये कौन है? तो this is the introduction of registered medical practitioner. तो under the Indian Medical Council Act 1956, Indian Medical Council Act 1956 के अंदर एक section है 3, section 3 of Indian Medical Degree Act 1916. अब इसको समझना है यहाँ पे. Indian Medical Council Act 1956 is different. Indian Medical Council Act के अंदर एक और सब कैटेगराइज्ड एक्ट आया, दैट इज इंडियन मेडिकल डिग्री एक्ट 1916, तो उस एक्ट 1916 के अंदर सेक्शन 3 में अ पर्सन who will be having a registered medical degree will be known as registered medical practitioner. So who is a registered medical practitioner? A person who hold a qualification which is granted by an authority specified in or notified under section 3 of the Indian Medical Degree Act 1916, section 7 of 1916 or specified in schedules to Indian Medical Council Act 1956, section 102 of 1956. So that is known as registered medical practitioner according to Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. Or a registered medical practitioner can also be defined as a person who is entitled to be registered as a medical practitioner under any law for the time being in force in any state to which this act extend relating to the registration of medical practitioners. तो यहाँ पे जो ये लाइन है in any state to which act extends relating to the registration of medical practitioner, तो जिस स्टेट में ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज एक्ट को पास किया गया है उसको फॉलो किया जाता है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग रजिस्टर्ड मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर की डेफिनेशन ये है. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दी ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज एक्ट, रजिस्टर्ड मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर कैन ऑल्सो बी डिफाइंड एज अ पर्सन who is entitled to be registered as a medical practitioner under any law for the time being in force in any state to which this act stand relating to the registration of medical practitioners. So these were all the definitions, basic definitions and the important definitions involved in the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, that is advertisement, magic remedy, drug and registered medical practitioner. Then another is objectionable advertisement. So there are so many kind of advertisements which are prohibited under this act, है ना, which are prohibited under the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. So what are that kind of objectionable advertisements? उसके कुछ एक introductory slide है which is showing you कि किस type के advertisements objectionable हैं Drug and Magic Remedies के अंदर या ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज के तहत. ठीक, तो द लॉ प्रोहिबिट एडवर्टाइजिंग ऑफ ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज फॉर कैटेगरी 1, दैट इज इंड्यूसिंग मिसकैरेज और प्रिवेंटिंग कॉन्सेप्शन इन वुमेन. द ड्रग्स, ऐसे ड्रग्स या ऐसे मेडिकेशंस जिनका एडवर्टाइजमेंट मिसकैरेज से रिलेटेड हो या वुमेन में कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव से रिलेटेड हो, कॉन्सेप्शन, प्रिवेंटिंग कॉन्सेप्शन से रिलेटेड हो, तो ऐसे एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स को पब्लिकली शो करना या पब्लिकली उनको एडवर्टाइज करना ऑब्जेक्शनेबल है अंडर द ड्रग एंड मैजिक रेमेडीज एक्ट. बट समवेयर एंड समहाउ ये एडवर्टाइज कर दिया जाता है. अनदर इज इम्प्रूविंग और मेंटेनेंस इन द कैपेसिटी ऑफ सेक्सुअल प्लेजर. It is a very common practice that we have saw in many kind of many places that with the help of the bus or the truck में लोग आते हैं and they used to announce orally that with the help of this kind of drug or with the help of this kind of black magic the sexual powers will get improved. So that is the totally objectionable advertisement or any kind of the drugs, but somewhere and somehow these kind of practices are also going on after the acceptance of this act, Drug and Magic Remedies Act. Another is correction of menstrual disorders. The drugs or the medications which are used for the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation of menstrual disorders could not be advertised publicly. Then curing, diagnosing or preventing any disease or condition, mention it and included schedule. So drug and magic remedies के अंदर एक schedule आता है. उस schedule में 54 categories हैं हमारे पास drugs के, जिन मतलब diseases के categories हैं. तो उन diseases के drugs और उन diseases के treatment का advertisement objectionable है. ठीक, तो इसमें certain तो ये 3 categories थे हमारे, जिसमें कि हमने मिसकैरेज और प्रिवेंटिंग कॉन्सेप्शन इन विमेन के जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स हैं दैट आर प्रोहिबिटेड. इम्प्रूविंग और मेंटेनिंग द कैपेसिटी फॉर सेक्सुअल प्लेजर दैट इज़ प्रोहिबिटेड. करेक्शन ऑफ मेंस्ट्रुअल डिसऑर्डर्स से रिलेटेड जो भी पब्लिकली एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स हैं दैट इज़ प्रोहिबिटेड. एज वेल जो स्केड्यूल के अंदर जो ऐसे डिजीजेज आते हैं विच आर प्रोहिबिटेड or which are objectionable, which could be called as a objectionable advertisement under the Drug and Magic Remedies Act are as follows. So these are the list of the 54 diseases and the conditions जिनके advertisements को हमें publicly नहीं करना है, या that kind of advertisement यदि होता है तो that will be referred as objectionable advertisement, like appendicitis, arteriosclerosis, blindness, blood poisoning, Bright's disease, cancer, cataract, deafness, diabetes, diseases and disorders which are related to your brain, diseases and disorders which are related to the optical system, diseases and disorders which are related to the uterus, then diseases and disorders of menstrual flow, disorders in the nervous system, disorders of the prostatic gland, disorders of dropsy, epilepsy, female diseases in general, fevers like hay fever and all, fits, form and structure of female bust, then gallstones, kidney stones, bladder stones, gangrene, glaucoma, goiter, heart diseases, high low blood pressure, or these are the different categories like leprosy and insane and infertile paralysis. So these are the different conditions or the different advertisements जिनको objectionable बताया गया है. So these are the different 54 diseases and the conditions. If any advertisement get happens, so it will be called as a objectionable advertisement and will be punishable. Then like ruptures or the sexual impotence, smallpoxes, stature of person, sterility in women, trachoma, tuberculosis, tumors, typhoid fever, ulcer of gastrointestinal tract, venereal diseases including syphilis, gonorrhea. So these are the different conditions and the different major diseases. As you have noticed that these all are the major diseases like lockjaw, locomotor, ataxia, lupus, nervous disability, obesity, paralysis, pneumonia. So these are all the conditions, all the major diseases जिनके treatments जो हैं always we should take under the supervision of registered medical practitioner, and we should not believe on these kind of superstitions or the superstitious advertisements. So this is the thing what we have understood in this lecture. So in the part 1 of Drug and Magic Remedies Act, for a quick review, we came to know about the different objectives and the introduction or the definitions related to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. We have understood with the help of a story why we need Drug and Magic Remedies Act and what are the objectives. Objectives क्या हैं? To control the advertisement of drug in certain cases or to prohibit the advertisement for certain purpose of remedies which possess magic qualities. As well, we have studied the definition of advertisement. According to Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954, it includes any notice, circular, label, wrapper or any document producing any document which producing by the transmitting light, sound or smoke. As well, we define magic remedies according to the Act, Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. Then we have studied the 3 definitions of drug according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act 1954. As well, we have studied the definition of registered medical practitioner according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act. As well, we have studied about the objectionable advertisements according to the Drug and Magic Remedies Act, and we have gone through the different gone through the list of 54 diseases and the conditions कि किस type के advertisements we don't need to do and which will be considered as the objectionable advertisements. So this was all about the part 1 of Drug and Magic Remedies Act. We have taken the references from Jan NK, a textbook of forensic pharmacy. Students can easily refer the books because this book is always present in any college, any pharma college. So thank you very much.